Hi, it's Vinnie Viola with Birch Island Real Estate Consulting. You're viewing an excerpt from our upcoming Partnership Agreements for LIHTC Projects webcast. Hope you can join us on Thursday, July 16. There's a number of topics we'll be looking at, exploring the key articles and key sections, key terms in a typical tax credit partnership agreement. My favorite, of course, being the tips for successfully managing your partnership. We'll look at the purpose of the limited partnership agreement. Of course, we all know it's a contract, it's a user guide, it's a user manual, and it determines what the GP and the investor can and can't do in a particular partnership. So it talks about the capital contribution in, the expected benefits out with this example partnership that's building and owning Sierra Heights. There's a number of other important agreements that we'll look at during the webcast. These are essential if you're reviewing a partnership agreement to understand a request or just to understand how to proceed with a certain issue. ILP capital contribution is a big one. We'll look at how that amount is determined and the amount of credit projected. We'll also look at tax credit projections and adjusters, and there's a great example here where a project is projected to deliver roughly $110,000 in low-income housing tax credits in 2013, but the reality is there were construction delays and lease-up delays, and now there's zero credit being delivered in 2013, so there's an impact to the investor's credit. The developer will lose, the general partner will lose roughly somewhere around $107,000 in this example. General partners have limitations on authority, although they run the partnership, and there are a number of examples that we'll look at. Typically, the proprietary project will very likely be more restrictive and require more consents from the investor. Reporting is one of my favorites. We'll look at life cycle reporting, construction, lease-up, stabilized operations, annual, quarterly reporting requirements. If you're a general partner, these are your responsibilities. LPA exhibits, we're going to look at several. My favorite, of course, being the investor model. The projections and the benefits are memorialized in the partnership agreement as an exhibit. Lastly, we'll look at tips for successfully managing partnership affairs. This is my perspective, and I offer 10 tips. Hope you can join.